Looks like I touched a button and we've gone black.
印刷会社なんかどうですかね、やっぱり工場からちょっとね、出荷場所を外で。
Hey.
何をなる普通の営業ナンバー。ちっちゃいじゃない、ちっちゃい。ああいう経営者のっていうか、公安の部屋とかが、特徴についてね。
I don't know which button to press there, but it looks better like that, black and white. Or is it sepia? Got the sugar. Do they have cheese in burger overseas? Did you catch that question, Geek? Do they have this overseas? Yeah, I don't know. I touched a button. I touched a button when I was putting it down. And it went black and white, but I thought it looks all right actually. Do they have that? What's happening in where you are, Jay? Yeah, are the shops closed or open? Oh yeah. What is the speed of your Wi-Fi? It's called the Juicy Loose. Is this in Canada? Sounds very erotic. So do you have that, Geek, inside the? Do you have the cheese inside the burger? Jay, is your wife a bit of a Juicy Lucy? Or is she a dried up Deirdre? Wow. Because I think it's only been here. It hasn't been in Japan so long. I think.
本当仕事が嘘ばっかりだから80ぐらいでそのインターの
Jay, what's your Jesus
何年ぶりか
Tokyo Sabaku? What's your video? What's your speed of your internet on your cell phone? Both of you. There's a phrase, I don't know if you've heard of it, Jay. It's called Tokyo Sabaku, and it means desert, Tokyo desert, and I think it refers to someone that's hasn't had love for a long time, like me. Oh. I wish I could afford to visit. Maybe I should. Is that slowing it, Geek, is it? Because I was... No, gigs in Kawasaki or Hiroshima. I mean, Jay's in Japan. The Mordite beer, just the sound of that thing. Just the sound of that is awful. Mordite beer. Well, I think mine's 15,000. Or is it 1,500? 1,500? But this guy was saying that he got like 600. And he was in America. I don't. Maybe I should check out my fucking provider. Who is your provider, Jay? Because mine is about a quarter of what you've got. I've had this provider a fucking long time, really long time now. Oh, hello, Stumps. You were here before, yeah. I've been invited to a party at Iwama's house, 5,000 yen. Yeah, I was getting that feeling. No, not Iwama, but someone, he says there will be 2 to 3 people there, or mugs. 5,000 yen to go to a party with a decrepit old Japanese. Plus the drinks are extra. Yeah, exactly. That's why. What's that song? There's a song now with a crooked old man and a crooked old. I'll get to, but if I do that, I've got 2 for the price of 1. I saw him. I drove past his house a few months ago. He was stood in the window. I waved, but he didn't wave back.
俺がもう誰でも何でもこうやって前のかもそうだし、誰かに障害者に障害するって、で、要はお金がね、いいで20004、500円払ったよね、俺。だって全然利益なかったわ。2500円で2400円払ったの。100円ぐらいでしょ。バカだけが俺もさ、1割とかっていう100円の方が計算しやすいからって、100円だと80万円になった。
Yeah, apparently he or his friend thinks they're special for me to get access. Well, like he's got, well, I guess he's got some money from the States. Special education for me. There is a social system here and you can get 100,000, but I asked Iwakura Council, they told me to fuck off. I asked in a Zawa Council, same thing. But luckily these last few months has been okay because of the price of steel, so I couldn't really go and ask now. What's happening with the COVID in Israel and everywhere? Is it going to get worse this winter or what? COVID, Israel's going crazy again. They held the world record for number of new cases in one day. Oh really, you need a Japanese? No, I don't think that's true. Maybe if you're married to a Japanese or you've got a Japanese, or maybe if you're refugee status, something like that. But I know a guy from the Ukraine and I've been told he gets benefits, but it could have been also for illness. For example, if you're an alcoholic and you can't work. Yeah, but like I say, at the moment I'm okay, geek. Yeah, I've been talking to Moe, but she's not talking back to me, so. Is your wife claiming any benefits, or is she working?
なんだろう。だって赤5まで使う。赤5使うと赤字なの。向こうの政治で来るもんで。じゃあやめて、でそこからNズだとか知り合って、で Nズが直接であれだったので、僕後ろの TBLC がいる。そいつも俺の佐川の、俺は覚えてないけど、チームを持った時も、自分でもこの子が。
So maybe today or tomorrow I'll be smashing up 150 tubes. What, she didn't want to do it? Put the fucking foam in, you old cunt. Whilst I'm not shoving you about in the wheelchair. I can see the headline. I can see the headline in a few months. Canadian shoves wife over cliff in wheelchair. Oh dear. Sorry to be making light of this. I've been fucking. I'm a hoarder, and maybe what do you call it? I've got that French disease, Tourette's, maybe, but I don't think I could claim. I think I'm mental enough, but. You'll have to get yourself a younger wife, Jay. I know, because you're tall and slim, and I suppose not too bad looking, but I think you could easily get a younger wife. Oh really, that's a strange one, isn't it? But the thing is, he will probably start filling that house up, won't he? Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like I'm a hoarder. I don't hoard for because one day I've got a plan to sell them. And the thing is, it's a fucking pain in the arse to sell them. Really is a pain on Yahoo auction. What's he fill them up with? See, for example, some orders, what they do, I think the worst cases are the ones that store newspapers. That's fucking mental. You know, and they can make. I want to read all through them all later, but they never get around to it. I've got all kinds of things. I've got suits, shoes, shirts, all from the 1970s and 80s. I've got lots of. I'm wondering if I should open a store. I've got lots of, vases, things like that, in those little wooden boxes. But I don't have any excuses at the moment because my biggest bill is paid off and I've got a little bit of money, not too much, but. Victoria record players. Why don't they just sell them, this little fucker? And the broken pianos. I think I've dealt with broken pianos twice, and yeah, I've got some very old cherry wood prints, you know, for making T-shirts or making signs. I've got quite a few of those. 8,000, you know, they just need selling, don't they? That is and they could probably sell those. But the thing is, with a lot of people, see, it's not only this thing that's happening now with the lockdown. A lot of people have got used to it. A lot of people don't want to go back to work. A lot of people are going to be working from home, and this is all around the world. And this is the best time to sell anything like that. Yeah, there's no there is no use for those insulators. I had a tank radio from Canada. I sold it for I think 35,000 yen. It's still switched on as well. I think it was from about 1940. Glass recycle has no value. When I had some glass, I was taking these solar systems from the roof, and I had big sheets of glass. They would only take them if you cleaned them. So I thought, fuck that. I've got lots of pots from insulators for electricity pylons. They have value when you smash them up, but inside there's brass. My friend has just told me even Kiwis cannot get into New Zealand. Yeah, it is. I did look it up, and there's no real, even though it is a problem. Even though it is a problem, they don't really advocate giving any kind of medicine out for it. But those church pews could be worth something, I think, because they're probably made of oak, you know, and they're probably very, very old. They could be worth something. But like I say, if he won't fucking sell them, he must have got some money, geek. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't call into these places anymore. Hang on, just going to get a cappuccino. Oh, he was an airline pilot, wow. I take he's divorced. What's the... Have things started to drop off in Japan, Jay? Gasoline powered washing machine.
こいつもちょっと女の店の悪いからいいからしいけど、8時か3ぐらいだと、まあ、中ですね。最初はね、女と
Hey,
落ちてる。
fucking that's the right nightmare, isn't it? Having two like that.
そこであったんだ。で、ああ、いやいやいや、そんなわけない。17人。昔ぐらいだとそう。俺はその配達に行ったのが、8時ぐらいに。
Yeah, when they asked me, like, I cleared one place that was a hoarder's, and another place they were just using as a storehouse.
いや、もう15年以上なるからなるから。そんな新しく。
I did check out. Is it Hiroshima you're living in, Jay? Nagasaki. I'd love to come and visit. But it cost a fucking fortune in my truck. Maybe see about it in October if the COVID drops down. It's fucking cost a fortune. How much would it cost you to Nagasaki from Nagoya? I could check out, got a special deal. Or a flight maybe. Now that could be an idea. Oh, that sounds all right, doesn't it? That's it. That is definitely. I am definitely interested now. Oh yeah, that is definitely interested in that now. 3 days off. I was watching Seth Meyer's daytime drinking. I nearly got a drink. I didn't. I got a non-drink. I got a alcohol-free beer. That's 3 days now. I had a bad day with the gin and other things. We could get a bottle of gin and go to a. Are you still working? Jay, you're still working every day?
Nice. 綺麗に処理し、対応もね、いいし、俺だって短期間をサウナに行きたいっていうね、店長で文句言って、じゃあやって、17歳以下は。
So I got weighed today, 85 kilograms. So I seem to have settled at that. So see what it's like after another week off the beer. Luckily, the airport is not too far from me, the domestic airport. Do you watch that Jeannie Weenie? She's a maybe a Korean American, and she's an ex-air hostess, and she's really funny channel. She does videos about she plays most of all the characters, and she does videos about the airlines and customers. That's another thing, Jay. I wonder if I need to get a fucking vaccination before I fly. But I think if it's only 6,000, that's fucking. Oh, then again, maybe they're charging cheaper prices. That's got to be cheaper than the fucking slowest train.
店長がないから変わらず、
These cunts got a job to go to.
いいなと。それをじゃあ、君はひどい。今、どちらあれ。女が顕著だったな、うちがないのと。今、非常に伸びたもんね。休みにも緑の色が、あれ違う。
Was it froze or what?
うちは、久保さんが持ってた上下の星からの。
Is it frozen?
禁煙になったところ全然省いて、ね、ダメになったので。もうあっさりの味しようやん、禁煙だったんでね。分かんない禁煙だったのがあったな。禁煙になった。これでさっきの今日は見るし、一番早い禁煙があなたが3つにできる。3つに20日できるままない管理で、そしたら管内っていう、通過しあそこ本当に、すごいよかったよ。だって、あれ冬にできたんかな。冬11